Hello everyone. I thought I had an idea of what today's video was going to be, but now I do not. So let me go through. So we've done that one. Program is nothing more than problem solving. Yeah, that's a cliche. Separate your ideas from yourself. We did that one already. Make something you like. So when someone asks you to speak with it, you speak with passion. Make something you like. When someone asks you, you can speak to it with passion. There we go. That actually may be today's topic. So let's go. Bring this over here. Change servers. There we go. At everyone, I'm live. And send. And turn up that. And shrink. There we go. There we go. Make something. Let's see. Make something you like. Make something you like. Speak with passion. Speak with passion. Speak with passion. There we go. That's the speak with passion. Make sure you speak with passion. That's it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put this. And boom, boom, boom. All right. Here we are. Here we are. And I learned that I've been cutting this too short. So 1,000. All right. Make sure you speak with passion. Hi, everybody. This is Sam with Python Basics. And so in today's video, I know that sounds a little weird for the topics that we cover. So let's go back. Everything that we have been talking about, we typically go back a step. So if we're stuck or we're in a problem, going forward while we have a problem is usually not the right answer. Going backwards, resetting, and then moving forward typically is the right answer. So where I'm going with this is make sure you're building something or you're constantly building. So this is to get you into a job or get you motivated or to keep you moving forward. Let's say that. To keep you moving forward, you need to be building something you're passionate about. So if this is going to be the project that you're going to speak to, you're just not going to build something mundane that you picked out and you built it and you didn't really care about it, because then you're going to be sounding like this. But if this is a project that you've had in the back of your mind and you've needed to get it out and it's just consumed everything about you, your energy is going to be up. You're going to be talking about it. You're going to be able to go into great detail. You're just going to be more engaged with that topic. So you're going to be speaking with passion. So the connection that I have here and I want to make for you is don't fake the passion and the energy. Go and find something that gives you passion and energy and keeps you moving. It is so much easier to do that. And also when it is difficult or challenging, you will be able to dig into that reservoir of passion and energy because you want to finish this. You want to complete this. You want to learn what the results are of this that we're working on, whatever this is, and because you need it, you have to finish it. So just wanted to give you a little bit of perspective on changing the way that you want to go about doing something, not just picking something that sounds cool for the day. Because if it's for the day, the next day is going to have something cool as well, right? And you may not like that, but if you can speak to something that you are passionate about, that energy and that passion will come through, and that person will be intrigued and interested in the things you have to say, and they will want to learn more, and they will want to have you around, and it is just a better technique of sharing the things that you've learned. And that's what this is. That's what I do. I love learning, so that means if I love learning, I love teaching, because they're synonymous. I love Python. I love problem solving. I love data. I love relationships. I love correlations. I love conditions, yin and yang. What if cause and effect? Whatever combination of this and that you can think of, I love it. So if you've not joined the Discord server down below, there's a link down below. Go ahead and click that so you can get the help that you need and deserve. We are focused on SQL and Python and data and everything in between. And as always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone. All right. How are we doing, everyone? Let's see who all is here today. Yesterday's video, no one wanted to watch that. It's had like 11 views, and no one is here today. Interesting. All right, so we'll get started anyway, because I need to practice this one. So if you do jump in, make sure you put something in chat, because I can see that one out of the corner of my eye. All right, public is public. All right, here we go. All right, so we are looking at a product table, and it has product and change date is the primary key, combination of columns with a unique value of this table. So, all right, we talked about this for a second. I flew right past it. So the unique values. So one of the things that we used to do is we would concatenate a couple columns and make a unique key, because you could have the same product, but the likelihood of you having the same date, because we would do a scan case and the timestamp in the building, and theoretically that was impossible to redo, because it would have to be in the same location of the same building at the same tenth of a second. And that's impossible. Now, it could be in the same location on the other tunnel, but for it to be in the exact same location, so we went scan ID, date, and building. Well, date, time, and building. And when we built that key, we got rid of a lot of problems. So, all right. So let's see. And then now each row of the table indicates that the price of some product was changed at the new price at some date. Interesting. That's extremely vague. All right. Write a solution to find the price of all products on August 16th, 2019. Assume the price of all products before the change is 10. All right, result table, blah, blah, blah. So let's see what is going on. Here's the product table. And here's the output. And what date are we looking for? 16. And then the output is... Okay, I'm not quite following... Oh, okay. Now I get it. All right, let's go ahead and look at something. Select star from product where ID, product ID. ID is equal to 1. All right, let's run this. Products. There we are. Let's rerun this. Let's make sure we're understanding everything. All right. The change date is this. And let's see. Product ID, wait a minute. Kratos, how are you doing today? Change date is always 10. So I'm not seeing the correlation between. I'm doing well. Trying to figure out this next challenge here. Assume the price of all products before any change. The change date was 10. And we're doing the difference. Is that the difference? New price. It's 35. And then why in the world is this 1 out? No, 2. 2 is 50. One is 35. This output makes no sense. Let's go back and reread this. All right. Write a solution that finds the products of all. Find a solution that finds the price of all products on. Okay. Let's go back here. Change date, and then also here. So this is important. Change date is date. So watch this. So we have to do change date, where change date is date cast 2019 08 06. What is going on? As date. Because we'll go over this cast here in a second. So the way that this works is, this is very similar to our ints and our strings and our lists in Python. We're casting. And then, but instead of putting outside what the object we want to convert it to, we put the object inside. So if we had a digit that was a string, and we want, because you can have a digit as a string. Don't get me started on how those get engineered, but they can be. So here I am. I need to take this information and I'm going to type it. I can't type it as a date, so I have to cast it. So I'm going to pass in this cast, and I'm going to tell it to be a date. So now here I am, and I have my output. Again, I see no. This is really weird. Assume all prices. Assume the price of all products before any change is 10. I got nothing on this. Anybody else reading? Oh, let me put this in the link. Got it down. I got it in the description. Let me put it here. I hope I don't get this as an interview question. So, assume the price of all products before any change is 10. Okay. So the change of 2 changes on the 14th and the 17th, and the price was less than or equal. Okay, all right. Less than or equal to. Let's see if we get closer on this. All right. We are not. Because the change date on 3 is the 18th. Write a solution to find all prices of all products on... Okay, now it's sinking in. So the price was 10, and then we have assumed all products before any change is 10. So this is extra information. So let me now see if I can have this and understand this. So product, these are in order. Okay, great. So on the 14th, now I'm getting it. Okay, this is going to be important later. Before any product change, it is 10. So if it is not in here, it's 10. So on the 14th, 1 and 2, 1, 2, and 3, 3 is 10, 1 is 20, 2 is 50. On the 15th, 1 is now 30, 2 is now 50. Yep, there we go. 2 is now 50, and 3 is $10. Now I'm getting it. All right, let me go over that one more time. So now on the 16th, the last time 1 changed is 30. Nope, on the 16th, 1 is now 35. Okay, boom. The last time 2 changed was 50, and 3 hasn't changed yet, so we assume that it is 10. Oh boy. Okay, this is a good one. All right, now I get it. Okay, this is medium. All right. So I need to... Oh boy. All right, so what is in my head is that first, if it hasn't happened yet, here we are. So then I want to compress this. I want to find the max date for a product, and then I need, so basically, here's the challenge. Since 3 isn't here, I need to make it 10. So I need to coalesce. So we haven't talked about the coalesce function. So basically, if coalesce doesn't exist, all right, how am I going to do this? So I need to put in, because if we were to do the 14th, no, we were to get everybody. All right, but we could. So I need to basically make a fake table of because I need to put in product 1, 2, 3 as All right, there's probably a better way to do this. So we need to learn this today. I'm trying, because I'd say what I've learned in SQL over the past week has been insane. And I pulled a nail away from my finger again last night. That's not comfortable. It's awful. This time it was my thumb. That's not good. All right. All right. Let's see. I need to make a little table, but there is no other table, right? No. So how can I make? Because I need list last price as, yes, but the problem is I need to insert. The problem is having to join to come up with data in SQL is weird. So right now I need to, because there's no way to join this. Now I know what I would do in another way. I would make a excuse me, I'm sorry. In a workflow, I would make a table of product ID and price and set them all to 10. And then if I didn't have a date, I would set this, because I would just put it in I would make some data set arbitrarily somewhere and then refer to it. But that's where it gets tricky, is because, so what I would do a row, because if you do columns, I don't know how to make rows. Okay, because if I wanted to make columns, I would do something like this. Because in this example, I would do union all. Oh, but it'd have to be 3. I would do something like this: product, row number over partition by order change dates as, is that RN? That, right, but we have to get, like, let me try to get this out of my head. So we don't see 3 until down here. We need to get 3 to be output here somewhere to then filter. So it'd be product ID, it'd be 3 as product ID. All of you're right, but if you run that, you won't get 3. You won't have. We have to get 3 and 10 into the output, and it would be, but we don't know, as new price, and then so then I could drop this. Select. Then I need product. Yeah, but I know Leetcode. What happens if it's not there? No, I like that idea, but what happens if that's if it has changed? What happens if it hasn't changed yet? We need to assume that it's $10. because this is a product table that tracks the date that price changes. That's what I can see. I 100% agree with that. We can try that next, but this is, I want to show you this because you're going to run into if you like data at all, or you are pursuing data, or you are dealing with data right now, you're going to, this is the only flaw in SQL that I've dealt with, is that getting in data that doesn't exist. Like in pandas, you can add zeros and things like that. So, and add columns and append either join or merge more columns, or append more rows, because right now we need to append a row. And also, if I guess we'd do null and then set 10. All right. I want to show you that. Well, one, I'm not sure if this will work right now. No, because it's not the same size. And we need to make this 10. And this needs to be new price. Then I'll show you. New price. I think syntactically it should work. So here we go. So here, I hard coded this 10 to here, because we can do and get the product, but we're still going to need to do something like this to hard code. Now, what I'm thinking is, because I've only just now run across coalesce, order by product ID, is we can rejoin. We're going to use this technique and assume it's going to get changed at some point, hopefully, in the table. But I know Leetcode. Because if we do this, because what I really want is a table of product ID 10, 1, 10, 2, 10, 3, 10. That would be the perfect idea. And then if it's, we'd do a date range. Because basically we want the lowest number of date, and if it hasn't changed, it goes to 10. Yeah, that would do it. And then if it's here, like right here, let's see. Let's comment this out, because you will probably have to do something like this. And it's a date, so it would be cast. Oops, cast. What's something that you'll see? 1900.0101 as date. There we are. Venki, how are you doing? And product ID. Oh. Go back and let's add change. Now, so the reason why this is thrown off is because, so SQL is really, really good, but it's really, really picky. So I have 3 columns and 2 columns. So I need to add need to add change. And sometimes it tells you really well, each union query must have the same number of columns. Okay, it told me 3 is product ID, and bingo. Now we should be fine. Change date. All right. Hope everyone is doing well. So now I've basically created a new. So right now, basically, if it doesn't exist, or if it's pre this date, then I would have. But right now, we'd have to do a union all on all these, and that's. So I want to show you. I just want to show you this. So we did 1, 1, 2. That's 3. Don't know why I was changing that. But we are going to do this. We're going to do this more than one way. This is a very hard codey way. So now when I filter, copy, cut, paste, we may wrap up. I don't know. We'll see how we do on time today. We may wrap up a little bit early because I have my live stream that I'm going to be a guest on. So here we are, 1900s. I didn't undo this. Now we come here. Okay, change date, cast. There's a column date, change date, select one. What? When what? Never seen this kind of error. Let's see. Change date does not exist. Pardon? I'm looking right at it. I'm going to be on Secure Nations podcast. It's a cybersecurity firm. Well, that's interesting. There is a column name change in table select one, but I can't be referenced from this part of the query. Interesting. All right, well, I just learned something new about some syntax of SQL. All right. So it works up here? Well, that is news to me. We just, hey, Peaky, how are you? So here we are. So now we need to do, now I need to get max. So now we're going to do price, because I want the highest. So I want 3 rows. And I want it on the, basically the newest date. I don't have that link. I apologize. I will try. I will go over to LinkedIn and see if I can get it, because I don't know. Because I know they live stream on YouTube and on LinkedIn. So I will ping them and see if I can get it here. So, but they're very busy this morning. They've already said that we're going to be really tight on time. So let me ping them and see where the YouTube is. I've only ever watched it on LinkedIn. All right. So fingers crossed they get back. But so, and the lady that I'll be speaking with, she's director of business development too. So she wears all kinds of hats. All right. So let's go back. So now we have this, but now we want, and then we're going to do this. We're going to do this janky way, and then we're going to do it the other way, and we're going to use coalesce. And if it doesn't exist, then we are going to input 10. But the only side angle with that is if the price never changes, then this will have to work. So we're gonna do both. We're gonna do both. Let's see, with full as, come down here, and this this is completely, we need to get rid of that. There we go. So select. Now let's see if this works. Select, because we've made a full table. All right. Select star from full. Don't know if full is a keyword. Select. All right, let's run this. It doesn't like this. I'm missing some syntax. With full as, with full as, with full as. Oh, CTE is why I need to do all these practice. CTE SQL. I gotta open parentheses. Which one was that one? Oh, that was that ugly one. That was that ugly one we did. Okay. All right. SQL. Go back. What am I missing? That's not a CTE. Common table expression. I need to commit that to memory. Common table expression. I remember I started playing around. Define CTE, no. Interesting. If it doesn't like, what doesn't it like? It is throwing up. Doesn't like full. Last. Oh, definitely not last. Price. Line 29. Oh, we changed the name. Of course that won't work. All right. Here we are. So I want perfect. All right, so now where change date less than or equal to cast. And also SQL wants single quotation marks. Well, I don't think we've explicitly talked about that. If you're converting from Python over to SQL, and what is this doing? Oh, forgot actually to say what I'm casting it to. So if you've just joined us and you're like, what are we doing? What is this casting? So this is very similar. I've never used that term with Python, but when we put an int or a string and we're converting it, we're actually casting it. So just think about this as I were to cast this as date. So I have a string here. I'm passing in the string. I'm saying date, but the way SQL works is you say I'm going to cast, and then with the keyword as, and then what is the object type that you need it to be. That is the order of operation and the syntax for that. Let's see. If the subquery returns null, it defaults to 10. Yes. Now that's we're gonna use that technique, and we're gonna use the coalesce. We can do a case statement. I'm gonna show everybody. I'm gonna cover a lot. I was hoping this was gonna be one, but we're gonna do a case when. Case when blank null then so-and-so. But then there's also a built-in function, which I've only learned this week, is coalesce. And you basically say, if this column is blank, do this. Sometimes you bring in another column so you don't even have to worry about it. Which column is then the variable. Or you can hard code. I think you can hard code. We're going to find out. So, all right. So here we are. All of these dates. So now we need to find the most recent date, because 1 is 35, and the reason why, here, let's go back. And product ID is equal to 1. Now let's take a peek at this. Okay, here we are. So we have our hard code 1900. Then we have 35, 30, and 14, which technically I think that we're not doing ordering, because we could do order and it'd be actually here. Order by change date. Let's just do 3. Defaults to ascending. So now we could skin this cat a bunch of different ways. Basically, something to think about if you're super new, because I think the way that I would have done this before is I would have hit this basically a bunch of times to get this to work, because I didn't know about Max yet. So I'll just tell you my journey. I would have split this up and probably written 3 queries, because we're going to have a little bit of an issue with Max here, because we want this. We don't want the highest max. We want the highest date max and that associated with it. So it's going to be a little weird. But if I were to number these, and this would be my highest row number, I could then grab this. But that's not the most efficient, because we would have to do this several times. So, all right, let's go again. All right. Now this is where I'm weak with max. Max and min. Okay, because SQL max function, because we want the max date, and we want to, I think we can put an over. Because I want this number with this max. All right. So we want to stick with, we're going to keep this down to here. We don't need to order by anymore. And let's do product ID. Now, we're about to do a max, right? Because I need, what is this, price? New price. And max date. Because, again, we want highest date and the associated SQL max, max column, max, because it's not max price. Don't get confused with this. It's the most recent date. So enter our date range, because where this gets tricky is, let's say, where was it? Because I've already seen it. Well, I know they're going to do it. I thought I saw it. Max function on max over. There we go. Max over partition. That's stupid. I believe this is because I want. Well, this is not. There's a lot of extra typing. How do I select row? No. Over clause. All right. We're just going to throw something against the wall. New price. Because I'll just show you. We'll just do this. Because if I do group by. All right. Just watch. And then group by. Because then it's going to throw 1 and 2. So whenever you have an aggregate function, you have to do a group by. Now, this is going to work, but we're going to have different prices. So change date. This is completely wrong. We're just gonna iterate through this like we always do. And this is just syntactically wrong. Yeah, because I forgot my comma. But watch what happens. So all right, since these are group by, so I need this price. So the way that the group by works, this is a good exercise. I'm saying everything that's different. So it's like I want all the everybody who was born in 2000 go stand in this group. Then I'm going to take that group and then I'm going to subdivide them into. So here we are. We'll use this in this context. So since we have a group and then we have 2 more subgroups, I want all the ones to go stand over there. All right. So now I want all of the new price 10s to go stand in this bucket. Then all the new price 20s stand in this bucket. And then if they were to break out again, then we would check. So if we had another 20 here, but with a different date, we would have another row of 1, 20, and a different date. That's how these group buys work. And to play around with them, so I hope that was a pretty good explanation. But the more columns you have, the more buckets you'll have. So the more rows you'll have. So like if I just did price ID and group by 1, I would have, because I'm doing just a where clause on the one product today, I would get 1 row and 1 column. But now I need max date. What do I want to search for? I need max change date over partition by. Nope, this isn't right. New price. This isn't right either, but let's just see what we get. Yeah, that's completely wrong. Max, okay. So I want max date. I want max date. Or is this one of these we don't group by since it's a max? This is where I'm weak with max and min. Yeah. Okay. Control Z. Oh, no. Group by 1 and 2. All right. So I need what? Let's see. I need a max. I need a column output on because what we really need is I need the max dates SQL max. I need max condition with other columns. All right, this is still on stack. I hate stack. All right, so here we go. Okay, this is my query. Join max video ID. So yeah, that's what I was wondering. So this is very cool. So let's just say group by. So I don't know if this will be the right one, but let's just look and see, because you can do this. This is legal. I just want to show you. This isn't the solution here, but this is what took me forever to get. Date equals select. Let's just say you needed to filter on the max date. So you'd go max change date change date from, so what I would do is I would get one date right here and then I would associate it with that date. So this looks really, really weird, but it's completely legal. So all right, so we're back to, because we need to compress this down and I need to get that max date, because I need to group by, because I know my old way of doing this is I would do this with 3 queries. I would find the max date of each of these and then rejoin them. If I was doing this in a rush and I had to get this done, I would do each of this, but we're not doing that right now. We're trying to write a better optimized, which this isn't really that optimized because we just hard coded this. So I want to do this. This looks like this is going to take the whole time, and then we'll probably stop in maybe about an hour, and we'll go from here. So let's see. I don't want to look at any of the solutions. I don't even know if. I don't think we've had to do that yet. All right, hang on. Let's see. Oh, interesting. Sent a text to a kid and it said it couldn't go through. I don't think I've gotten it with one kid who's at school, but not that kid. He shouldn't be anywhere that can't be delivered. Let me check and make sure. He's all right. All right. That's really weird. It says his phone's fine. All right. Okay, let's get back to this. Here we go. Colors. All right. But I've already recorded for today, so we're good. Thank you, everyone, for coming to hang out. All right. So let's figure out if we can even improve this of how to articulate this search, because we want the max date on the group by. I want to group by these. All right. Group by SQL. Find column value from max of other column SQL. Here we go. Let's try this. All right. To fetch rows that have the max value from a column from each distinct value of another row typically involves combining the rows with the help of group by clause with the aggregate function such as max. All right. We're doing that. All right. I got a little bit of light there. So let's see. Distinct columns. Max other columns. Group by distinct columns. Distinct column, other column. Yeah, but all right. Let's see. So here we are. So let's look at. So we have, so their example is department, max salary, group by department. So how would that work? But I need a third column. I want the Do I drop the new price? Yep. Here we are. Oh yeah. And they gave us this example, and I went right by it. Combining of columns for the unique values of this table. And when I saw this output, I was like, we read this early on, and Vinky wasn't here to remind me yet. All right. So no qualms. I'm just messing because Vinky's usually one that keeps me on the straight and narrow. Product ID and change date. So here we are. So we need... Get rid of this. I feel like there's a way we can do this. I know there is. I've seen a past coworker do this. So now here's our ID. So now we're going to do this and we're going to join. And here's our, we can concatenate this. Or join this on these two. So I would have so now I have my output. Really, if you look at this, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to correspond these with this. All right. So this is garbage. God, I'm going to do another. I got to do a subquery on this, but I know there's a way with a partition by, because I go and find, and I find the max of, all right, we're going to do this. It's going to be awful, but we're going to do it. Select star from product, join, yuck. Join this feel awful. Good morning, HM. How are you? Glad to have you here. I'm writing an ugly query right now. This is not going to be this feels like a bottom 25%er time. So we're going to do this, but we're getting it. And this is sub, and we're going to join this on product ID. We got to change this. Change date as change date. And then we're going to on on product ID and change date. And as P. Yep. P on product ID equals sub dot product ID and P dot change date sub dot change date. Now let's run this. From product is P. It doesn't like this. Products. I gotta check. Did I put in Discord that we were live? I think I did. And let me make sure I unmuted. And oh yeah, it told me. That is weird. I got a kid with a battery on battery saver mode. Alright. I think I need to restart my phone. Alright, how close are we? So we're here. Well, this isn't good. We're still not good because we're missing. So now this is full outer right join. Right. Outer right join. All right, let's see. Wait a minute, what? Right join. Let's go back to our Venn diagram of because we want all of this. So we want full outer join, right join. Bingo. All right, this is what we want. And then if coalesce it, we're going to do then coalesce. So I'm going to show you two ways to do this. So we have, right now, we need all we need is price. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud. Sorry, I was thinking about if there's a way we could sum this up, because this is an ugly query, and I'm not gonna lie to you. But I want to show you the building blocks of this. So right now, I think that's Telegram. Okay. All right. So right now, let's do this. So we need this, because we don't need this product ID because it's null, right? So we need this and a new price. So this needs to be what side? Sub product ID. Everybody following me? We don't really need oh crap. Wrong one. We need sub product ID, and we need new price, right? So let me show you this. So now we're going to have all three, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to have some prices and one null. What? Line 25. Let's see line 25. I swear when I looked at this is the only thing that copying and pasting is good for a dyslexic. See, all right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and a null. Now, I'm going to show you two ways to do this. This is more typing. Case when is null, then 10, else new price, end as new price. Now this will get the job done. Now to make up for this garbage query, we're going to use coalesce. Now here we go. Oh, we just need price. So we're going to get this. This is ugly, but we're at least going to make this a little prettier, because this garbage thing that we wrote. But it works. But I want to show you this. So we're going to coalesce. Only saw this maybe Monday or Tuesday. SQL coalesce. Yep. Coalesce. New price. Comma. Let me make sure. I think you just pass in two values. Value. Required. That's usually pretty good. I don't know. Let's go to Microsoft. And then I believe that's it. Right. Okay. As price. So basically, this handles null values for you. So you don't have to do a case when you have a null. Oh, let me check. Hang on. Let me go to LinkedIn. Actually, I can do it faster on my phone. Sorry. Messages. No, she's not gotten back with me. I apologize, everyone. All right. If you have a LinkedIn account, you can go and look at Secure Nation, because the reason why is her YouTube channel is not the same, because she simulcasts to her personal YouTube channel. All right. So here we are. Did I change that? I did. So Coalesce was created for null values, so you didn't have to do a case when you had a null. You could just throw in a value, because typically what will happen is just on that join, you would use another value. If you've joined columns and you're going to reference another column that you've brought in, I would, like, if I were to, because right up here we did this. So we're going to do this another way with checking to see if it does have a product change instead of this awful way. But Kratos, did you try? I don't know if let's see. I think Venki was working on a subquery. Venki, did you get it to work with joining it back on a distinct on product IDs? Because we'd still have the same problem. We do a distinct product ID and then rejoin it to itself. The highest if it's a date, but the problem is if it's a date missing. So all right, let's run this. See, so we're trying this with Coalesce, which I think this is the actual. So I saw it on Monday, and this is the first time I'm using it. All right, let's try it. Let's submit this. Now you would not have this right here. You would have we would have this be somehow dynamic to make this as automated as possible. All right, so we have some issues. Let's see what is happening. And that's what I'm worried about. So, all right. So now this technique is multiple. So this fries multiple. So we're going to need to use, hopefully, if this doesn't do it, I don't know what will. So we're going to rejoin this back on itself, and with but how will we do it if? All right, so I got to think this out loud. Hey Nico, how are you? Hey Apple, what? Okay. So let's see. So we need to combine this. So because this is exactly, I would come up with a product list of product IDs 1 to it. I know exactly how I would do this. I would load up a fake table I would insert a fake table myself from product IDs from 1 to 1,000,000, and go from there and set them all to 10. So all right. So this did not work. So we're going to have to go back and rejoin it to itself. And if it's null, so let me show you this. Let's start over. We can at least use that. Yeah, we'll start here. So let me show you. All right. What do I want to show you? I think there's a way to do basically like a list or a range function. I think there's a range function in SQL. I think, and you can iterate through. But all right, what did I want to show you? What did I want to show you? Let's see. Return product ID. Select star from price. Oh, and let's do distinct. Did I add the test case? I think I did. And it's a whole bunch of them. All right. So now this is where it gets kind of cool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a table of all the distinct IDs and new price and set it to 10. 10 as new price. So check this out. And order by 1, and I forgot a comma. Now, this is where this does get handy. So basically, I did just create test case. I did just create and I hard coded. So now I've taken this. Now this only will work is if the prices have been changed at all once. If that makes sense. So now I've hard coded 10 in here. And I don't know if I need to then hard code 1900. Because the hard date, yep, we're gonna do this too. Cast 1900 01 between operators, or is it still really range function? No. The range function I was talking about is to create like a results table. But no, between is great for dates. Between it'd be you do where, so it'd be where date between. And then you do one date and the other date. I think that's, so it would be date change, date between, I think it's pretty readable English, between, and then boom and boom. That's how you would get, and both endpoints in SQL are inclusive. I hope that answered your question, Vinky. Order by 1. Now let's do this. So now I've arbitrarily made a results table. Oh, and I didn't finish this as date. So I've arbitrarily made, that's empty. Oh, not empty all the way. Go here. So now I've set basically everything, saying, hey, I have everything here associated with all the product IDs. But if the product, where this is going to fail, and I can't think of anything, maybe that is how we're testing it. All right. Because we need to set the product. All right, sorry. Off in the woods. Brain freeze. So that's the product table. All right. Okay. All right, let's check this out. So now what I've done is I've made a results table of every product ID. So then what I did, yeah, I think I want to do that up here. Distinct product ID and this. Oops, that was not, that's Control X. There we go. There we are. And price. So I've got my fake, table. All right, got my fake table and my fake date. So now I want the max. So now I want the row group by. First I need to join these. There we go. Star join product This is not. How do we do that before? Sorry, I'm trying to envision this in my head, because now what we want, because I need to go back. I may need to draw this out, everyone, so bear with me. Did I close Paint? I closed Paint. All right. Sometimes I have to do this. I would be doing this on my dry erase board. I will tell you the truth. All right. So here's my fill data. It's my old date. Or is this overkill? This is overkill. I don't need to do this. All right, let me walk you through what I've overcomplicated this. And I think Venki was trying to, so this is my date range. Venki was trying to steer me clear of this. So we filter for our date range. So it'd be this last column. Then I join this. And if it's not present, then I fill with null. Venki's probably going bananas over. All right. We don't need any of this, because we're just going to coalesce and make it. And we're going to make it, ID list. Bingo. Then select star from products, join ID list right join ID list, right join ID list, where forgot an on as P. Ooh, my ear is ringing. P dot product duct ID equals ID list dot product ID, where cast 2019 08 16 as date. I think this is a better starting point. Okay, what? As date, where cast, where must try Boolean, what? Oh. And where change date less than or equal to. There we are. My watch is telling me that I'm lazy and I need to get out and walk around. Let's see what's going on. People are trying to get together. No, I'm going. All right. All right, let's check this out. We should have some nulls. All right, so now we need to get max. So now we're kind of back to the same. Now we're back to the same problem. But now we have, that's interior. Oh, here we go. We're going to make two CTEs. Check this out. So we're going to make a CTE. I think this is a comma. With recent as select. I forgot this part, so I'll walk you through this in a second. So group product ID, product duct ID, max change date as most recent from products from products. I wonder if technically we could do this, our filter here. I'm not, but I have a feeling we could do it here and then we just go backwards. All right, sorry. There's just a lot of, they're talking about there's a seminar somewhere. I don't know if I would get anything out of a seminar if I went. Sorry, I was reading a jiu-jitsu text messages. Let's see. It's 4 minutes after. All right, we're doing well. So we read here combination primary key. Hang on 1 second. Okay. Just wanted to make sure, because I think we're going to have some company today, and hopefully it works out in between all of the activities I have. But if it doesn't, it'll be just fine, as always. Everything always works out. So now I've found my max, and I've got my product list. Let me try to visualize this. So let's merge these two together and see what we have. We call this recent and recent. We're going to do a left join. I think that might be standard, is have the more data on the left, because I keep hearing people say, ooh, left outer join. So I think that might be standard. So maybe I need to start practicing that and having this go first. So because whichever the order is, this would be on the left, and then this is now on the right because we're joining it. Like, let's start over. Whoa, that's awful. So table 1, right. Table 2, left. Now what's weird is after you make this one big table, this is now on the right, and any table you join to it, this whole table is on the right, and this table's on the left. So don't let that fool you. So this is the only problem I have with SQL, is as you go down the page. Now I guess you could write this on one line and it would be right and left, but that kills readability for me. So I have to go this way. All right. So I want to do this as R, as I. On R, product ID equal to I dot product ID. All right, let's try this. Hope I don't get a question like this during a screen interview. With recent as products. I could have sworn that's the syntax with multiple. Oh, you only need one with. That's right. So let's pause there for a second. So when you have multiple CTEs, one with, but preceding CTE, comma. Make a mental note, because apparently I have not. As product ID. Now, why is that throwing an error? I have a aggregate function here, and I have no group by. So it wants a group by, and the only reason why I can see that fast is because I've screwed this up 1,000 times, but not 2,000 times that I don't make the mistake the first time. And now what is this saying? Left join on ID list. As do we not have? Can you not alias a? Okay, perhaps you're referring to I. Seriously? Can't have case? Product ID. You guys see it yet? It's even telling me, but that looks exactly the same. Wonderful joys of dyslexia. All right, let's see. We should start having some. we should start having some null values. We should start having some null values. Is that it? Because all right, we're going to get this in the next 20 minutes. All right. And maybe we do need this. Product list, null. Maybe we do need this right here. 10 as new price. But now we have a problem. All right, we need to go back to our sample and make sure this is working here. Yep. Let's try it on this. All right. Because we need to filter. Bingo. Yep. Where change date less than equal to cast what is this, 2019, really? 2019 08 16. Now let's try this. Anybody know what I forgot? What I'm actually casting this to. Whee! Okay, let's go again. Let's do this. Bingo. Left. Outer. Because this is what I want. Okay, that did not work. That was not what I was expecting. Because I was expecting... Okay, what side do I have my product ID? We're getting all sorts of practice here with joins. Bingo. That's what I want. This is what I want. But what I want to really do, so I can cast this. So anytime I have, if most recent is null, do I have any? I wish I had. Okay, so we found one. So 59. Okay, so this is going to work. This is really janky, but this is going to work. All right. So we have Let's go back to our one that we know works. So now I have a list. Now I have a list of this. And I don't want, even though I want price on here. All right, how are we going to do this? How are we going to finish this? I got about 15 minutes. Product ID, if product ID is null. Where I can see this. Sorry, I'm trying to get this out of my head because last time we were so close. Because I want to see if we can do this with a coalesce, but I don't think I'm not savvy enough with this. So now that I have now that I have lists, I really don't need. This is so bad. All right, but again, we're gonna get this to work. And then we can look at a better solution. But again, we've got to start with everything. I want you to think about this. Everything that you learned today, you didn't know how to do yesterday. I know that sounds very cliche, but that's kind of why I'm so obsessed with doing all of these new things, is because you just didn't know how to do it yesterday. All right, so we have this subquery. Do I want... And then I want to join... I want to rejoin... All right, because this is what I need. I need R is on the right, so this and this. ID is on the left, so here's my full list. Here's my full list. Very concerned about this problem if it... R dot product here we go. How'd we spell coalesce? How far did I find it? Where'd I go? SQL coalesce. Boom. Okay. So now I want coalesce. I dot no. R dot product ID, then I dot product apparently all those, there we go. as product ID. All right. Problem with this is that. Okay. Maybe we won't finish this. So the problem with this is I do not have a universal key. So if I don't have a universal key, so if most recent date is null, then because I want another column. So I have my most recent. Okay, here we go. If I do not have a date, then so I'm thinking about this join over here. So I want, then I'm going to reattach. Okay. Nope, because I'm going to have a problem with most recent. And if I were to then attach, hang on. If I were to attach product key over here to the end of this on these two, I'd get new price, and I'd have a null here. There we go. Let's do this again. On this, I am so close. So I'm trying to rethink this right here. So this may be no, this isn't flawed. We need this because we need $10 right here because this is null. But then also because we want this $10 column. So if this has, there we go. We're going to redo this again. Nope, down here. Then join recent. Join recent on product. Product ID. Is recent going to return Yep. Recent as our price, because this is what I want to pull from this. On our underscore price. And then r dot product ID. And I know this is awful, so just bear with me on this, because again, you want to get it to work. You want to become. Think about like when you first learned algebra and you just wrote awful, or the first time you wrote prime number function, how to find a prime number. So r dot price dot product ID. There we go. So now this is product ID and new price. I think this should work. This is going to be awful. This may not run because I just threw that completely against the wall. Okay, it ran. Let's see. Yeah. This is what I wanted. But now we need to do a... So, but the problem was, is it also got rid of... Uh-oh. That's funny. You're still... Hang on. What did I just do? I just... Uh-oh. I made this... Did I just lose that? Okay, good. All right, here we go. All right. Here we are. Yeah, prime numbers are interesting, Peaky. Just stick with it. Sorry. And then I need left join. I think that was it. Bingo. But I don't need here. I need new price. New price on recent. So I need, where do I have a full product? No. So basically, oh, my bad. I thought you were talking about all right, so here's the dilemma. So I want everyone to look at this. So I have way too many product IDs, but I also am hitting 3 tables. So I have 4 product IDs. Okay. So ideally what we want is we have a product here and we need to boil this down, but we need the other new price. And we need to join on do I have product? No. This is products. That left join product. I want to bring product in. I brought in the wrong table. As P R P. Let's try this. Products. Now I should have another column. I have way too much. No. All right. I just switched this. How did I do that? So here we go. I've switched this around. There we are. So here we are. We're getting very close. We can boil this down quite a bit. But if we can't fix this, so basically... Uh-oh. No, this is right. So here we are. If price is null and change date is null... Well, no, Doesn't matter. If new price from that table is null, then we make it $10. And then we do, you can just pick any product ID that is not null. So let's get going on this. Because this is, well, now we have a problem. We joined too much, because now we're back to exactly to more right join, because we're going this way. Let's try this. This is why I need to practice joins. Oh, we're going the wrong direction, because now we have multiple dates again. I'm over joining. So I need on where you taught how to write a program to find a prime numbers, and that was a new and interesting thing for me. That's why I was saying we're still learning. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, it's there. I think I have 3 videos on it. A really first technique that I did, which was bad, and then a later technique. Left. Outer. This will be a good one. I bet we may look at the solution, but I don't want to. Everybody can. Let's see. We have. All right, we are so much closer here without this than we are before it. And thank you for watching those videos. So here we are right here. So now I want to join I want to do a write, but I want to join on this, and then if I don't have it, okay, where, let's see. I'm getting star, product ID, R. We are so close because we need to get this date out of that table. So we need to join oh. And R change date and P change date. So this is how you get this is how you handle moreover. Okay. R change date. Perhaps you meant P change date. Does R not have change date? Ah, most recent. Bingo. Here we are. And then if price is null, I'm over, but we're gonna finish this. So if we got also, we got to figure out which product which product ID and which null is price. So let's get this right. So this is our ID list. So it's I.ID. So we need this one. Then we need another coalesce. Well, we've got to figure out which price it is. So that was price. That's the new price. So that's. You need me? Hey, what's up?
Jay and Sydney will be here at 10.
Okay, I will stop right now. All right, guys, I need to wrap up. I got some company coming, but thank you everybody for joining today, and I will see everyone tomorrow. We will finish this up, but I want everybody to look how close we are. So you can try this. Grab this. Look at all these, and then if this price it coalesce on this. So wherever we're getting this first product ID, which I believe is I. So there we are. I guess it'd just be product ID. And then coalesce this new price. If this is null, do this new price. And we have it. So wrapping up for today. Sorry for the quick drop off, but thank you everyone, and I will see everyone tomorrow. Bye.